Welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. And like we told you before we take a break, come back, we'll talk about the official visit from Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif that have visited Thailand. Yesterday, Prime Minister has organized a reception dinner at the government house for the Prime Minister after they had talked what they would like to cooperate between the two countries, and there was also what we call honorary march for the prime ministers at the government compound as well. So at the press conference also in Pakistani Tribune, Pakistani Prime Minister had said that Pakistan wanted to initiate FTA or free trade agreement with Thailand, and apparently they have started the talk already. It's just on the starting process at the beginning, but he said that both countries have shared the vision of develop their good relationship because since the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, visited Pakistan not too long ago, just August earlier this year, they were talking about bilateral trade between the two countries that they will that have been steadily developed, and now it's at $1 billion trade a year. And they had agreed that they would double that in the next 5 years. So that's a lot of trade between just the two countries.
Which is good news.
Which is a good news. And beside that, at the joint press conference, they said that they will cooperate to each other, not just on the trade and investment. It also will be about the national security, academic cultures, and the interaction between the citizens of both countries. And Pakistani Prime Minister also signed in the visitation book, and that after that was the official dinner reception by the Prime Minister. So that is like response. This official visit is more like a response to our Prime Minister visit earlier this year.
So that's good news, at least, because we need one good news
Yes.
from the political news side, because apparently at this point there has been so much ongoing different issues, that's for sure. Now, moving on to another issue at this point, we talked about the petition to impeach 310 MPs, and this was actually started by the anti-government rally held by Kun Suthep Thakksin, of course, but they said that at this time, another party decided to do it as well, and actually do it a lot faster. They say that the president of the Business Club for Democracy has already also lodged a separate petition to seek impeachment of 310 MPs from the ruling Pheu Thai party, and they say that this is, of course, along with the opposition party that has done the same. They say that they were supported by signatures collected from 23,000 people against the bill, which is submitted to the Senate Speaker Kun Nikom Vairat Phanit already to start the impeachment process. And they say that Kun Nikom said that he would check the accuracy of these signatures, and then that will be submitted to National Anti-Corruption Commission later on. So they are trying to file all this to the NACC itself. Now, as the president of the Business Club has came out and say that they would not join the Democrats' rally because it wasn't a mission of the club to bring down the government. However, they say that they do believe that the 310 MPs should be impeached. And at this point, they also talk about the fact that the people are against this particular 310 MPs and hoping that by ordered or at least get the impeachment going of these 310 MPs out of the House itself, it would help I guess, turn around the system a little bit in terms of the democracy system that we are going right now. So we're going to have to see, because apparently 2 petitions already, and is going to have to be submitted to the National Anti-Corruption Commission, and they have to look into this particular case and see whether or not there will be the impeachment of these 310. But if it ever does, this is going to be one of the biggest change in the Thai politics, if that's ever the case.
Okay. Yesterday there was also a Senate meeting chaired by Nikom Vairachapani, the Senate Speaker. Before the meeting started, he talked to the reporter, and the reporter asked about the comments from Bun Yot Suk Tin Thai, party list member of parliament from Prachatipat, that said that there was actually a lobby for the Senate to pass this 2.2 billion baht budget bill, and in exchange with the 30 million baht budget for the Senate. And Mr. Nikom Vairachapani just said that there was no such an offer, and to the law, as the rules, they have to pass this, they have to finish consideration within 2 days. Sorry, they have to finish the consideration within 30 days, which will be 21st of November. So if the House cannot finish the consideration within the 18th and the 19th as they schedule, this will be count as the Senate has agreed to the bill totally. So
I think they say that they have to pass the bill by the 21st or something, but that's going to mean that have to wrap up everything.
Yeah, because it's
at least by today.
By law, it has to be within 30 days, and that 30 days is the 21st of November. So that's why they scheduled the 18th and the 19th to discuss about this bill.
We kind of know that it's not going to last one day. We know it's going to be ongoing.
It has started yesterday, and today is the second day. Everyone hoped that it will be finished about by 10 p.m. today. But yesterday, what they have done so far, they had got down to the vote of whether they would keep the name that has been proposed, would they cut out some words that I guess in legal term, it's actually affect how the bills will be used.
I think Section 3 was talking about the word project.
Yes, they decide to cut out the word project from the bill. And also they decide they have made a decision for the definition of the word strategy, the plan, and the project itself. They said this will protect the government not to use money not directly matching with the project and its purpose, its mission itself. So I guess it's in legal term.
Right.
Words, it's very important if they have to come back later after they have done something and they have to go through some kind of court to consider whether this violate anything. So words is really important. That's why they took yesterday whole day in doing such thing, and today they will, I believe, start talking in more details about this 2.2 billion baht budget bill, and we're gonna see by the end of the day whether it will just pass as it is or whether the Senate will send it back to the lower house to have it fixed. If they want this to be amended or to have some adjustment, they will have to send it back to the lower house and then set up the joint committee between the Senate and between the lower house together to have it adjustment and then come back to get the vote again.
Because I think one of the things was that they have to take whatever money has to come into the system first before it's dispersed to different projects. And that was one of the words that they hope to be able to touch down on as well.
The Senate said yesterday that they feel like the bill written in a way as though that the 2.2 billion was all bundled up together in one big giant chunk of money, which a lot of people don't agree that it's the right way for it. They think that it's supposed to be make separately for each project.
Well, there should be like a clear process at least, right? Because it's a lot of money.
True.
And we don't want a loophole where corruption could takes place. I'm not saying that it will.
One of the Senate yesterday even said this is similar to the blanket amnesty bill because this is the blanket budget bills. it's like 2.2 for the whole thing and not indeed that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, we're going to have to wait and see how this is going to pan out, but it's going to be interesting for sure. And I'm sure that I don't think it's going to end at 10 p.m. That's the thing,
think
because it tends to go over the night. Right?
And they don't even have the limit time of how long each person can speak.
Oh, great. That would be interesting. All right, let's take a short break. When we come back, we have something a little bit more uplifting.
Yes.
A nice place to visit, right?
In the north of Thailand.
Mm-hmm. And also another good project that will be done in terms of helping with the tourism industry. So please stay tuned.